Welcome in, fellow travelers. My name is Marie at Indigo Earth, here to do a reading for Aquarius. Aquarius are air signs ruled by Saturn, responsibility, and Uranus, freedom. Ruled by both those planets. You are the inventors, the creatives. You are moving humanity forward. We are moving into the age of Aquarius. Therefore, you should be able to breathe easy, feeling in your element. Your dual nature is to be original and yet shocking. Your drive is to be free. You are the sign of I know. I know. So let's see where we go with you today. Welcome in, cross watchers. You may have an Aquarius in your life. You are here to find out what's going on with your person. Time is fluid, therefore anytime you come across this message, if there was something in the title that drew you into the reading, then that was the time that you were meant to see it. You and I, our energies are working together to create a message for you, for the highest good of you and the highest good of the collective. Use your discernment. Maybe not everything in this reading will resonate. Use your inner knowing and your intuition. There will be an extended at the end of this video. For those of you that want to dive deeper into the message, if there are any zodiac signs that show up, I will look at those in the extended. I will look at their elements. And if you like the content I create, please like, subscribe, and share so that others may also hear the message. It helps build the channel, helps the channel grow. So let's see where we go. Aquarius. Let's get a theme for you. Eternal desires. Aquarius are air signs. Eternal desires. That's deep. Let's get a theme for the reading for you. I did just do a whole nother video for Aquarius and it froze up. So that wasn't the message it wanted to come through. So let's believe that this one is, because we know. Right, Aquarius? We know. One more, please. Got the Five of Pentacles. And we got the Emperor. Five of Pentacles. Feeling left out, feeling behind, feeling abandoned. This could be in money issues as well. Feeling loss. And the Emperor is all about kind of taking action, structures, following the book, being fair, but also being very focused. So focused that you're really not taking anybody else's opinions into consideration. Moving forward. These are kind of the father of father figures, very like the judge of the judges. So we'll see where we go with this for you, Aquarius. I always like to shuffle while I'm doing the reading because it makes the reading more organic for me and for you. So let's see where we go. Aquarius energies. All right, your current energy right now is King of Wands. Taking action, moving forward, finding some sort of expression, wanting to, it's desire, intuition, passion. King of Wands is kind of very flamboyant. Might be in kind of like a creative energy right now. Your situation is the Fool. Moving without any baggage, letting go, surrender, going on a new journey. You can see she's only got that little bag and she's just ready to take off flying. Your opportunity is the Ten of Swords. 10 is the ending of a karmic cycle. This could be exhaustion. This could be release. This could be surrender. This could be coming to the end of something that used to work, doesn't work anymore. It's just not there. It's just done. Done. What the universe is co-creating with you, Two of Cups, relationship, energies that surround you that you might not be aware of, the Devil, attachments, codependency, desperation, anything that's in excess. This is Capricorn energy coming in as well. What's coming in the near future? Two of Wands, setting out new intentions to the universe. Energies that are fading away. Four of Wands, some sort of stability, some sort of commitment. Four of Wands is all those milestones that we as a collective agree upon: weddings, graduations, having a baby, graduating high school, engagements, retirement. So some sort of commitment is fading out. Commitment, that could be to anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a relationship. It could be to a job. It could be to you went to the same church for 20 years and you're changing. It could be, you used to work in banking and now you're going to be an aerobics instructor. Something like that. Some kind of commitment. How you're showing up. The Empress. She is the great manifester. Very motherly, very, she is the one who takes the resources. She's very connected to her environment. She's very connected to the people in her community. She's very connected to Earth. She's very connected to the ethereal realm. And she takes her resources and she distributes them to make sure everybody has what they need, as well as herself. What's right in front of you that you need to contend with? Ten of Pentacles, your structures, foundations. This is going the distance. Hopes and fears. Four of Swords, taking a break. You might be a workaholic. That could be this Devil energy. Somebody who's very focused and doesn't have much fun in life. And your outcome, Four of Cups, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Temperance. So outcome is centered on maybe being in a place where you're just very much in resistance. In resistance, saying no, kind of like a stubborn, being very stubborn because you have some sort of new inspiration coming in, Ace of Cups, that you want to take a risk. You want to move forward with it. That's the Fool. So you're going to have to release some things to let it go, so that you have the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. She's the one that takes action. She can also be very emotional, very dramatic, very kind of egoic, very kind of driven. And you've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is really tending to your own garden, tending to your own environment. And you've got Temperance. So alchemizing those energies that you feel inside to help them express into the world. So let's see where we go with this for you, because it looks like something that was stable is now moving, and you want to move out into a new adventure. Whatever was happening before just isn't working anymore. You have some new ideas, new creativity, new way to express yourself. You could be very driven. Could be very driven with this, and the drive could be, yep, eternal desires. King of Wands, Queen of Wands here, power couple. You could be moving in this direction because of feeling abandoned or feeling left behind or feeling left out. And so your outcome is telling you, be very mindful of those energies, because if you bring those same energies into your outcome, you're going to repeat the same cycle of being attached to something that is going to end up exhausted. So let's see where we go with this. Let's look at the situation. The Fool. Remember, these readings are pointers for things for you to be aware of to help you grow into your self-expression of higher guidance. These are not here to like bash you over the head and say you're doing anything wrong. They're here to help you move forward. Maybe look at patterns in your life. Maybe look at ways that you've shown up on this planet that just might not be working anymore, and to expand your horizons. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles for the Fool. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Hermit, and we have the Six of Cups. Self-care, really focused on self-care. Queen of Pentacles, taking care of yourself, taking care of your environment, which is in your, what's right in front of you. Taking care of your family life, taking care of your surroundings. And we have the Hermit going within. And we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is that sweet energy, going back to that childlike innocence, going back to that childlike nature. That's what the Fool is. Children just do. They don't think. They just step forward and have fun and play. Getting into that mindset of being playful, maybe with yourself again, or with how you kind of show up in life or what you do in life, because your theme is very structured. And there's an eternal desires that you have that want to come forth, that want to be expressed, that want to come through. So something has brought you to a point of exhaustion. Let's see what that is. Clarity on the Ten of Swords, please. Clarity on the Ten of Swords. Magician, Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles. So underneath the Ten of Swords, you have the King of Wands, somebody who is very driven, inspirational, kind of coming up with the ideas all the time, and you have the Magician along with it. So maybe somebody who's always having to come up with the game plan, figure things out, make things work, having to be like the one who like is the creative one in the relationship or in the family. Like if you're gonna go on a vacation, you have to figure out, you have to plan it, you have to find the best way to get there, the best way to get back, where you're gonna have the most fun. Somebody who's always constantly having to do that work. And it's the Two of Swords is like, you don't know a way out. There's no other way. You don't know how to do it any differently. And the Six of Pentacles is really finding balance. There might be an imbalance in reciprocity of give and take in how much you're putting in and how much you're getting back, and it's exhausting you. It's exhausting you. It's bringing you to a point where you're just like, so let's see what this Devil energy is. Let's see what the Devil energy is, what the attachment is. Energies, this could be somebody attached to you. Feel free to swap around the characters, but this could be somebody that's attached to you that is dependent on you to be the creative, to be the inventor, to like get all these things done. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. The attachment is to being the one who has to do everything. Movement, planning, figuring things out. King of Cups. So having a lot of emotions about this, not being able to express them. King of Cups is somebody who has a lot going on inside and is not able to bring it out. This could be insecurities. This could be self-confidence. But the attachment, or it could be bringing about your attachment to having to be the creative, be the one who takes action, be the one who's doing all the work, is stifling your inner creative, your expression, your feelings of, it's stifling your feelings, being able to express yourself and your feelings. You're keeping it stuck inside and just going through the motions and getting things done for everybody else. Remember, your theme is eternal desires and feeling left out because you're constantly in action, making decisions, having to do things for everybody else. So let's see what the Empress is. Yep, she's the one that distributes all the resources. We got the Page of Swords and we got the Seven of Swords. Hiding your truth. Hiding your truth, not showing up as your authentic self. Hiding behind a mask that you have to present. Yeah. Because you are following the system. Hierophant, you're following structures. You're not following the heart. You're following what's expected of you. This is kind of that top-down, hierarchical, patriarchal kind of, you know, these are how things work. These are how we do this. These are how we do that. Having to show up in every situation maybe and show up in kind of like, so that everybody else's needs are taken care of, but you're not taking care of your needs. And it looks like you're feeling cheated. Five of Cups, feeling cheated. So I want to see what this Two of Cups is that the universe is working on with you. What is this about? Just relationships in general? Or it could be a relationship, or it could be a relationship with your family. Could be relationships with siblings. Anything that's felt from the heart space that you're connected to, whoever you're connected to. Could be more than one person. We do have childhood showing up here. Could be systems that were, this is very similar to Libra's reading. This could be systems that are showing up. Expectations from like childhood, stability. We've got the Ace of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles and the Hangman. So connections that need new beginnings, going through a new portal. This is my Catalyst card. Working with like-minded people that help lift you up, that kind of have the same aspirations and desires that you do, and gain, so you can gain a new perspective. It's about trying to find reciprocity between what you give out and what's being given back. Temperance. And it's looking at how you are manifesting in the situation and what energies you are pulling in. And attending to your own garden, because inspiration and divine expression need to come out. And that may mean shutting some people out. cycles, 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 because healing is wanting to come in. Healing, Four of Swords, healing foundations that have been built for a way of expression. And what's coming in are new intentions. This is the energies that are coming in. So let's get a card for you, Aquarius, from the Sacred Creators Oracle. Kind of wrap this up. For those of you that are going on, we have Earth energy showing up in here. I'm going to look at that in the extended. And we have fire energy. So we're going to look at the intentions of earth energy and fire energy in the extended, as well as tendencies that need to be released right now and actions and advice for you. For those of you not going on, get a message from the universe. One card, please, for our Aquariuses. I'm going to take those. Cut the cords of doubt. Get back to elemental. So, for cut the cords of doubt, the essential meaning is rising against any odds, letting go of doubt, fulfilling your soul path. There you go. Eternal desires. Tackling creator angst and launching anyway. Shining like a freaking sun and delivering your genius and brilliance. Your self-care messages are being constrained by doubt and fear, not taking a chance, choosing to skip your amazing opportunities, and staying in your comfort zone. And getting back to elemental. Time to bring some elemental magic into your life. Getting outside, doing something witchy or wild, letting go of who you believe you have to be, and stepping into your elemental self. Your self-care message, breaking free of pragmatic and logic, a time to explore the world with a childlike curiosity. There's your situation, childlike curiosity, getting back to the elemental. Love it. Getting past the fear of change and the fear of trying new things. Get back to the basics of exploring the world like a child and seeing things anew. Fresh eyes will offer you fresh perspective, and when you break things down into their most basic parts, you can put them back together again in a novel ways. Take another look at what you're already doing and what you've already done, and take special notice of the magic that you already have to access. What quintessential desire runs through everything that you do, and what always remains the same? So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Hope this helped. For those of you going on, the link is below. Until next time, I wish you the peace that passes all understanding. Bye-bye.